the circle. Let's just say it had become a lowercase city, and inconspicuous also amongst the newsworthy and powerful, somewhere you may never have heard of, in which nothing much other than life had happened since the glory days of empire. That's not to say it was ugly or unlovable. Indeed, it had once been important, almost fashionable port. Its smart facades, its claim to a cathedral remembering days of gold. But over time, it had shed its hauteur, the assertions of seriousness to history, so that it had become a place more suited to a humble story, rather than the place of rules and government. Let's also say he didn't know about the city, its beauty or traditions, or that he would be coming here, or indeed he would go again, back down the same thin highway that snaked off towards the dust and the mountains. It was all just an unlikely turn of events, a mistake with the map. There was no magic, no smell, no origination or development. Isn't that lack the real virtue of a circle? Not that he was interested in circles when he arrived. Indeed, it was all about photography, the remarkable gift of passing light through a lens. Then surfing, mathematics, poetry and art, his passions all heartfelt, if only held for a night. He blossomed into them in the early evening sunlight, relishing the cafe culture of the exiles tucked into the small squares around the university. He waxed with the moon, the rising of a tide, filled with the springs of joy. He punned a lot. It helped to be speaking another language, everything renewed by a gift of dislocation. It was almost inevitable there would be a she. Indeed, it was shortly after they met in her father's cafe that he thought of circles for the first time, a time when he was still new to the traditions of promenading around the edge of the old town, a time when the sound of her name flowed through him like the town stream on the way to the sea, when his occasional bubbles of backpacker want were popped effortlessly by her barmaid wit. Going places easy, she would say. Being there, now there's a challenge. Of course, he'd asked for that, always on the edge of leaving, always on the edge of somewhere else, or a sulk, or some grand, dramatic gesture. Always one of your words, she would say sometimes. Understand was one of hers. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? It was during one such movement of understanding, when she rolled away from his obvious move to walk in the direction of the cliff path, that he actually said it out loud. We're just going in circles. When she laughed and said, but don't you understand, we're all about circles here.